31st. Next Sunday.
That is music from Newsies, which is performing at the Fox. It runs through January 31st. January 31st, Newsies, Broadway's smash hit musical. To talk about it is two St. Louisans who are in the play. Alex Prankin. Alex, thanks for joining us.
You bet.
And Michael Gorman, back. Is this the first time you guys are performing at the Fox?
It is.
Not for me.
Not for you.
Yeah.
Growing up here in St. Louis must be kind of special for you.
Yes, it is. I grew up in Ladue. I went to John Burroughs High School, and, I saw shows at the Fox starting when I was, 5 years old, and I always thought to myself, wow, like, maybe one day I could get up there. And getting out there last night in sound check and looking out on the beautiful house from the stage, it was something else.
It's a much bigger stage than the stages you guys are used to playing, correct?
Yeah, it's one of the biggest houses we play. It seats about 5,500 or so, and most of our houses are in the vicinity of 2,500.
Right. But the stage itself is also like twice as big. No?
Yeah,
Yeah?
not necessarily. Yeah,
Oh.
we have a footprint that we come in with, and we sit in that footprint.
And
yeah.
you just pick the footprint up and
Yeah.
move it to the next
It moves
stage,
it,
and you
yeah.
do it.
Yeah.
How exactly is the same musical each and every night? Is it different every single night?
Yeah, you tell a story.
Yeah, it is different every night, and that's the fun part of it, being able to kind of play around. I play Oscar Delancey, who's one of the bad guys. So I kind of
you look like a bad guy.
I know, I'm really intimidating. So if Newsies come up to me and mess with me, I have permission to, I can shove them. I can take their hat and throw it across the stage. I can kind of do what I want. So it is kind of different every night,
You're
depending
such a
on what.
flathead, too.
I know.
Give us a sense, Michael. What is Newsies about? Give us the hook.
It's about the newspaper strike of the 1890s, and it really was a strike. They've bent the story a bit and changed a little bit of the characters to make it more musical theater.
Right.
But it's an actual thing where the newsboys shut down New York City and took on Joseph Pulitzer and Hearst, in that they were the prices were raised and they formed a union and they organized themselves and literally shut down the town.
We were talking off the air about all the musicals I've seen. I have not seen Newsies. One of the few ones I haven't seen. One of those things that's sort of, it's coming, you're going, it's going, you're coming. Yeah. But the music is great. It's been going for years, right? The audience loves it.
Yeah, it's kind of a unexpected hit.
Yeah, it really was. It started at Paper Mill Playhouse in 2011 or so, and it ran for a very short time, and it wasn't supposed to transfer to Broadway. Mm-hmm. But then because it did so well at Paper Mill, Disney was like, all right, we'll take it to Broadway, but just for 6 months. Mm-hmm. And then they took it to Broadway, and it ran for 4 years.
Right. Is it it doesn't sound like it's a typical Disney theatrical production, in a sense where it doesn't have a lot of puppets and big, it's more traditional musical.
Yeah. I think that, and plus, there's nothing more exciting than seeing these men dance. It's like a football arena. these guys are it's
dancing football players.
Yeah,
who doesn't want to see
really
that?
Exciting. I mean, it's just so exciting. It's all these guys are so athletic, and
Who was the genius who decided to take a newspaper strike of the 1890s and turn it into a 21st century musical?
Wow, it was a movie first.
Yes, it was a movie in 1992, and then. Disney Theatricals said, maybe we could turn this into
those are the
an
geniuses.
actual show. And Alan Menken, who wrote the music, said they wanted to originally license it for like high schools and whatnot. And Alan Menken said, no, I think there's actually more to this. Let me try to revamp it and create some things. So him and Jack Feldman, who wrote the lyrics, and Harvey Fierstein wrote the book for the musical. So they came together and made the show.
Michael, you're from St. Louis. Where did you go to high school?
I went to the old Prep South. It's not there anymore. It's over on the Kendrick Seminary grounds.
All right, good. Are you showing the whole cast Ted Drew's? Are you bringing them to Ted Drew's?
I took somebody there the other night. It's closed.
It'll open here shortly. I think February 1st it reopens.
Yeah,
all right.
Okay.
Alex Prankin, Newsies, Michael Gorman, both St. Louisans performing at the Fox through January 31st. It's fun for the whole family. It's great fun. It's catchy tunes. It's a great musical, and the Fox is a great place to go and see a show. And give a shout out to LaRusso's, which is now opened up right across the street. So you can go and have dinner at LaRusso's and then go to the theater at the Fox. Alex and Michael, thanks for coming in. Best of luck.
You bet. Thank you.
You got it 9:15 here, Big 550 KTRS.